Okay, now let's take a look regarding the next chapter, which is chapter 3. Okay, so the chapter 3 is about, okay, MOV, measurable organizational value, and the business case. Okay, so in this chapter, we need to know how we can describe and develop a project menjadi measurable organizational value, MOV, understand the purpose of the business case, prepare the business case, distinguish between financial and scoring model, and understand how projects are selected. Okay, so what is MOV? You need to know. Okay, measure of success, and it should be able and it must support the organization's vision, mission, and strategy. Okay, MOV must be measurable. Okay, provide value, be agreed upon means that both parties agreed, and be verifiable. Okay, so include the scope, the schedule, the budget, and the quality. Okay, project objective. Tengok project objective that support the MOV. MOV must be measurable. So sebab tu dia berkait sebenarnya dengan the project objective. Okay, we look in term of the scope, the project that need to be completed. Okay, in term of schedule, the time, the duration, in term of budget. Okay, 4 benda ni memang sangat penting. Samalah bila you buat you punya FYP. Okay, scope. Kalau scope tu too big, then you takkan able to kita kata achieve the scope yang sepatutnya. Okay, schedule. Okay, kalau you buat bila buka sem depan je baru you nak start buat the system, you kena tengok berapa lama you have the time to develop the system. You have 14 weeks. Okay, so 14 weeks, katakanlah you develop the system start from the first week. Okay, so 14 weeks tu you kena tolak 3 or 4 weeks untuk you punya evaluation punya process and report writing. So talak dah 4 weeks. So you have 10 weeks. Okay, so 10 weeks. Lepas tu you kena ada sesi the development. And of course you want to show it to your supervisor. We have the progress presentation. Okay, so katakanlah dah tolak untuk tu seminggu 2 minggu. So actually you only have 8 weeks to develop the system, equivalent to 2 months. Lepas tu you kena tengok semester depan you ada berapa subjek lagi. Okay, you ada another 2-3 subjek. So bila masa you nak develop? Sebab tu saya memang sangat-sangat sarankan masa cuti you kena start develop the system. Okay, kalau masa saya mengajar dulu, first week student dah kena present dia orang punya project punya progress. Okay, saya tak tahu rasa Tamizi buat macam mana, tapi kalau masa saya dulu saya dah nampak dah apa dia punya student tak buat macam ni. So first week, first day kelas tu memang kena present dah project system. Bukanlah complete lagi tapi saya nak tengok dah ada yang dibuat. Bila present tu macam-macam version lah saya nampak. Dia baru buat malam tadi, saya dah buat medium tapi komputer saya ada problem itu ini semua, macam-macam lah saya nampak. Tapi saya nak cakap dengan you all, when we calculate thoroughly, you only have 8 weeks or 2 months to complete the system, and you need to plus with another subject that you're going to take for next semester. So kalau you tak buat masa cuti, memang you takkan sempat. Kalau sempat pun the outcome tu tak berapa okey lah. Dia kata macam tu. And I have a student, sepanjang-panjang saya mengajar 8 sem, tak sampai 5 orang, tapi ada yang first week of the new semester dia present dah 80% siap dia punya sistem. And memang student ni memang semua dapat A. Okay, semua dapat A. So kita dah nampak dah dia punya core function pun dah jadi. So kita bagi idea untuk nak completekan cantik-cantik semua lagi, then okay. Okay, the project alignment, we need to look at the organizational vision and mission, the strategy, then MOV. Okay, yang ni drive yang ni drive yang ni, so yang ni support strategi support vision and mission. Okay, project ni dah sebut. So dia buat ni pillars ni, scope, shadow, budget, quality adalah pillars kepada MOV. Ni tiang yang kokoh untuk nak menyokong MOV. Okay, okay, how we can develop the MOV? We identify the impact, okay, in terms of customer, strategic, financial, operational and social. The next one, we okay, the detail of explanation just now. Okay, number 2, we identify the desired value for the IT project. Okay, so kalau kita buat projek ni, adakah ia better for the organisation, faster, cheaper and can do more. Okay, the next one, develop the appropriate metric in terms of money, percentage and numeric values. Okay, sebab apa nak metrik ni? Sebab kita nak ukur ni MOV kita. Okay, sebab tu in terms of money, dia increase ke decrease, percentage increase ke decrease. Okay, contoh, increase 20% profit from the IT commerce website sales. Okay, set a time frame to achieve the MOV. Verify the MOV and get agreement from the project stakeholders. Summarize MOV in a clear, concise statement or in a table. Okay, so clear and concise. Increase awareness of healthy living by having 250 new subscribers. Clear kita beritahu, sign up for a weekly newsletter within 6 months. Okay, so kalau berjaya semua ni, then we can say that the MOV tu achievable lah. Okay, contoh, when you develop a system, then within 3 months or 6 months of the usage of the system, the the productivity meningkat sebanyak 20% and it should be able to reach production 100k, contohlah. Okay. Dia tak boleh a few subscribers, tak ada fact, tak ada numbers that represent. Okay, within 6 months, okay, 25 less than competitors by April, okay, sales growth increase from 3% to 6%. So clear, kita boleh nampak kalau dia increase up to 6% and it's achieved the MOV statement. Okay, ni dah format table lah, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, Okay, so the summary, impact, okay, value, metric, time, verify and summarize. Okay, itu habis pasal MOV. Then the next one is regarding the business case. Okay, define the business case. Analysis of the organizational value, feasible cost, benefits and risk. So semua ni kita belajar. Okay, so the attribute of good business case is should be thorough, detail all possible impacts, cost and benefits, clear and logical. Okay, yang kita duk belajar pasal project management ni sebenarnya dia nakkan ni lah, clear, logical, rational, bukannya kita main letak-letak aja feature. Okay, objective through including all pertinent information and systematic in terms of summarize the findings. Okay, so sepatutnya lepas ni you all mesti dah jadi somebody yang you punya critical thinking level tu dah up sikit, you punya logical, you punya You nak highlight apa-apa, tak boleh. Sebab saya sekarang ni, kalau macam bila pensyarah kata kita akan ada beberapa, saya tak nak beberapa, saya nak tahu berapa persen ataupun berapa number of increment yang kita boleh dapat, contoh. Saya tak nak beberapa, it should be clear. Then we can know, kalau kita boleh achieve, okay, that's good, we achieve the objective. Kalau tak boleh achieve, apa lesson learn yang kita boleh ambil iktibar lah, what need to be done, what need to be improved. Okay, so when we want to develop the business case, there are few steps. Step 1, we need to define MOV yang kita dah belajar tadi. Number 2, step 2, form a cross-functional business case team. The advantage kita tengok the credibility, alignment ketat dengan organizational goal, assess the real cost or not, the ownership, the agreement and the bridge building. Okay. Step 3, identify the alternative. So kalau anything happen, we have a possible options. Kena adapt or adopt the application develop, kena re-engineer ke, kena purchase ke, custom building. Okay. So mesti kena ada sentiasa, kena ada plan A, plan B, plan C. Okay, we define the feasibility and assess the risk. Okay, is it doable and worth doing? Betul ke tak? Memang kita nak buat satu sistem, satu projek ni, is it doable, boleh buat ke tak, and is it worth doing? Okay, we look at in terms of economic feasibility, technical feasibility, organizational and other feasibilities. Okay, risk. We need to identify the risk, what can go wrong. Okay, what must go right. Assessment the impact of the risk and respond how the organisation impact or minimize the risk. Macam saya sebut tadi, projek yang saya buat tadi, okay, kami nak post barang, then barang tu ada dalam kertas, so kalau orang beli selai, macam mana nak buat? Kalau selai kok guarantee sampai not in good condition lah. So kami dah plan buat benda tu boleh dilipat. So kalau orang beli bawah pada 5 helai, kami post lipat. So you already apa kita kata, look at the possible risk and how are you going to respond to it. Okay, define the total cost of the ownership. Okay, ongoing cost, indirect cost semua kena define. The benefits of the ownership. Okay, and then how we can analyze the alternative. So kat sini dah datangnya the calculation tu, the payback period, we calculate this and that, the break even, the ROI. Okay. So kat sini semua ada contoh the calculation. Okay. Project ROI. Okay, ini dalam soalan soalan nombor 3. Soalan nombor 2 nombor 3 macam tu lah. Okay, soalan nombor 3 yang ni, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, dah bagi semua, you do the calculation. Okay, the scoring model. The things that you need to keep in mind, the financial model can be biased, okay, criteria and past experience. Okay, then you compare the project alternative. Okay, alternative A, B and C, kita tengoklah setiap tu. And then you boleh beritahu, okay, kenapa alternatif A, kenapa alternatif B, kenapa alternatif C. So you already have the figure. Okay, so kenapa you nak pilih alternatif A because of this and that. Alah, contoh you buat comparison bila you nak beli TV lah contoh. Kenapa nak yang 60 inci, kenapa nak yang 50 inci, kenapa nak yang paling besar berapa, 70 inci. Okay, so you have the ni. The reason why. Okay, propose and support the recommendation. Okay, so these are the business case template lah, macam mana you nak come out with it. Okay, for the project selection and approval, so we have the project selection decision, align ketat dengan organization's value, mission and vision, provide MOV tadi. Okay, then habislah about MOV and business case. Ini exercise yang saya bagi hari tu. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Sempat cater for 3 chapters. Okay.